Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a legendary couple in love that loves reacting to The Legend of Korra.
Yes, we do.
This is season 4, episode 10 that we're checking out today. Are you ready to do it?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Are you ready, Bucky? Foxy, are you ready? You want to come up?
Meanwhile, Bolin, Opal, and Lin are on a mission to rescue Su Beifong and her family, who are being held captive by Kuvira.
Nice. Operation Beifong.
Oh, sweet.
Oh.
Aww.
Saving the Beifongs and saving our love, because I vow to repair the rift that has grown betwixt us and make us whole again.
There's our dramatic actor.
She's got a whole battalion of troops stationed there. There's no way we'll be able to spot anything useful from here. We'll have to go in for a closer look.
Don't bother. All the prisoners have been moved.
Hey, Chief.
Hey, Chief.
Grandma Tough!
I'm not calling her mom, calling her chief.
This can't be happening.
What, do you have to pee or something?
No. Well, now, maybe. You're my hero. My name is Bolin. I'm dating your granddaughter. I mean, kind of. I may have screwed that up, but can I have a hug too?
What's up with him?
He's an actor, so you already...
That explains it all.
I snooped around town and heard that they were taken away to some nearby prison camp.
There's a factory and re-education facility not too far away.
How do you know that?
Bolin used to work for Kuvira.
How did you end up dating the kind of dipstick who works for Kuvira?
Please tell me this attitude isn't hereditary.
So exhausted.
Grandma, this is Juicy.
Juicy.
Why would you choose this leaky, nasty thing?
You don't choose your bison, he chooses you. You can't change. Believe me, I checked.
Juicy. Oh, God.
It's a flying mecha suit! Asami got the idea from watching dragonfly hummingbirds.
Where does the spirit ray come out?
It doesn't have a spirit ray. I'm telling you what I told Kuvira. That technology should not be used.
It's already being used by Kuvira. I need spirit vine weapons, and I need them now.
Nope, you're not gonna get them.
Why can't you harvest the vines?
I won't do that.
For you? Cause you're a dipshit.
Maybe while the weapon geniuses and the spirit bridge are getting ready for battle, we should be evacuating the ordinary citizens so that if Kuvira attacks, they won't be hurt.
But where do you evacuate to?
Actually, a good idea.
I was gonna say something. Yeah, she had a good idea for once. Not sure where they're going to, but like evacuating them is a good idea.
I'm proud of you. You're starting to act like the kind of king I'd like to work for.
Thanks.
An actual real leader.
This man of the people thing, I still might get to date her.
You always have to ruin it.
Why do you think guys do anything great? To pick up girls. All for the ladies.
It's not totally wrong.
All right, everybody. Let's test the power core. Load the energy capsule.
Overheats.
Shut it down.
I can't! The override isn't working! Everyone needs to evacuate! This thing is going to blow!
Everyone get out! Now!
Oh, I guess you're not as smart as you think.
It's too late!
Oh, you actually got it. Somebody messed with it.
Channeling ring was cracked. That's what caused the reaction to overload. Now we're taking this whole thing apart tonight. This has to be ready by tomorrow.
It's a nice try, Julie. Sabotaging that. I imagine that was her.
So, how long has it been since you two have seen each other?
Couple of years.
Try 20.
Time flies when you get to be my age. I'm surprised you came to save Sue.
Sue and I finally worked out our old grievances.
Good. Glad we can put all that behind us.
Right. Whoa. That's one big thing.
Cannon.
I think I know where they are. Feel that cavern a few stories down? It seems empty, but it's guarded by an awful lot of mech.
Someone's coming. Hide.
Ooh.
The woman herself.
Yeah, there she is.
I just wanted to check in to make sure everything was on track.
We've had a few minor malfunctions.
You've been working on this the entire time, Julie.
It's a very complex machine.
But you're doing everything you can to fix those, correct?
Of course.
Uh-oh, starting to get suspicious of her.
She's lying.
Love how happy that made Bolin knowing Julie was lying.
If she takes that to Republic City, it could obliterate everything.
I didn't come to fight with Kuvira or destroy a cannon. I'm here to save my family.
Kuvira wants every single one of her people to see the weapon test tomorrow. So the factory will be mostly empty then. That's our best chance to sneak in and free Sue without being spotted.
Good thinking, Bolin.
Thanks. Kind of have a headache now.
He's out of brain juice.
Excuse me, Spirit? Can I talk to you? And you're gone.
Okay, don't talk to that spirit anyways. Ooh.
So this bridge thing is going really well.
So let me ask you about metal bending. Sue tried to teach me, but I couldn't get the hang of it.
I used to have an academy to train metal bending. Even blockheads like you can figure it out with the right instruction.
I did learn how to lava bend.
Maybe you do have some talent.
Hey, there you go. She doesn't get impressed easily.
That means so much to me coming from my hero.
Oh my god, Bolin.
This is real encouraging.
Hey, I'm blind, not deaf.
So here's something I've always been curious about. Who's Lynn's dad?
He's a guy named Kanto. Nice man, but it didn't really work out between us. Lynn, I can feel your enraged breathing from here. Just say what you have to say and let's get it over with.
Yeah, let's not linger on the fact that I grew up without a dad. No need to get all touchy-feely about it.
I forgave you for all your garbage a long time ago.
Forgave me for what? And not knowing my dad is nonsense to you? It was pretty important to me, and until now you would never even discuss it. After Sue and I patched things up, I thought, maybe I should try to reach out to Mom. But now that we're together again, I remember why we stopped talking. You
Is it
make
too
me
much alike?
furious, and you don't even know why. And when I tell you, you don't care. Once we save Sue, you and I are finished.
If that's your decision and it makes you happy, then fine.
I feel Lynn's too much like her dad. So I feel Lynn's a lot like her dad.
They're going to blow up that empty town we flew over yesterday. You're clear to go.
Copy that. We're going in.
The guards are on the other side of that door. We'll have to be quiet.
Shoot me over to the cage and I can swing them back on my cable. Pull in. You'll have to catch them since Mom won't be able to see them.
Fun.
We'll get you out one at a time. Come on.
I gotcha!
Congratulations on all of your hard work. This weapon is proof that the Earth Empire is the strongest nation in the world. This is only the beginning.
Well, I believe you. I believe you want it to only be the beginning as you conquer the rest of the world.
What's wrong?
What did she do this time?
Peter Pin is gone. I swear I locked it in place yesterday. There's no way it could have just fallen out.
And this could cause the entire weapon to fail?
It could cause it to explode.
What do you know about this?
Nothing.
It's in her hair. Ooh, okay. I didn't realize it was that big.
You swore your loyalty to me, and I gave you a chance at greatness. This is how you repay me?
You're a monster. I regret nothing.
Usually.
Chain her up in the target town. She can see how the weapon works.
God.
It'll be fine. Lynn won't drop you and Bolin will catch you.
Just leave me. I'll stay here.
Afraid of heights?
Sorry, but I have to do this.
The prison. Get there now.
Should we postpone the test?
I didn't come all this way to stop now. Fire when ready. I want to see that town destroyed.
Julie.
Yep. It's okay, Opal's gonna do something. Well done.
We got him! We're coming out!
Let's move.
Kuvira caught Julie and threw her in the town.
No, I have to go save her.
You can't go in there, kid. It's suicide.
We've been through too much together. I can't leave her.
Good job, Bolin.
Tough. You said Julie was lying about fixing the cannon. She must have been trying to stop it.
For all you know, she could just have been covering her butt because she made a mistake.
No, he knows
Come
her.
on, Toph.
If we make it out, we'll get to the city somehow.
Bolin, no!
There you go. This is how he wins her over. Throwing himself into danger.
To go with Bolin.
She does still care about him.
Could be our best chance to stop Kuvira.
Maybe take out that weapon.
We can't let Opal be the coolest.
If you all want to get yourselves captured again or worse, that's your business.
Come on, Toph.
Watch out for Batar Sr. and Huan.
So, how have you been, Mother?
I told you never to call me that.
This is the Avatar. Please listen to me. I know you felt the effects of Kuvira cutting down spirit vines. But now isn't the time for you to flee the city. It's time for you to help me save it from Kuvira, who is perverting spirit power to use as a weapon against other humans.
We don't get involved with human wars. What you want is exactly what Kuvira wants. The answer is no.
Why the hell do you speak for all spirits?
If spirits and humans are gonna live together, we have to work with each other.
Oh, it looks like they're all on the same page.
The thing is, Kuvira's already using spirits. So if you all don't fight for yourselves, then you're just going to be used in a war to end the world. Like, it's happening whether you want it to or not.
War is upon you.
Opal? No! We have to stop the test!
Okay, so he's not a
you
complete
actually
monster.
do care.
Shit.
Whoa.
You came very close to death.
Sue's their dad. Lynn's the mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lynn is like Toph. Which is why it's tougher for the two of them to get along.
But Toph just seems a little bit more free-spirited like Sue does. Yeah, I see Toph in both of them. Oh, awesome!
I'll give her this. She's a damn good fighter.
Well, shit. Toph?
Way to make an entrance.
You give metal benders a bad name!
Yeah!
Thanks for coming to save us, Mom. Yeah, thanks, Chief. I'm sorry for what I said last night. I was just...
Look, I know I wasn't a great mother, but one way or another, I ended up with two great kids.
Aw.
To risk my bony old butt for, anyway. If you can just find some way not to hate me, maybe that's enough.
Me too.
You know, I never had any family except for my brother until...
Oh god, Bolin.
Aren't you coming back to Republic City with us, Grandma?
My fighting days are over. At some point, you gotta leave it to the kids.
I want to thank you for coming back to save me. And don't be too hard on Bolin for working with Kuvira. His heart was in the right place.
Aw.
I think Bolin has worked his way out of the polar bear doghouse.
Nice.
I'm afraid I have bad news to deliver to Republic City. Kuvira is going to attack in 2 weeks.
That's not a shocker.
If anything, she's probably going to have escalated her timeline with everything that just happened.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, to think that she was just going to stop with the Earth Kingdom was naive. And yeah, that was awesome though, seeing Toph just kick ass and just wreck everyone in one blast.
Yeah, fantastic episode for Toph, for Toph's family. To see the reunion, to see finally her with her two daughters again. And just that like little speech at the end that she had, it was incredibly moving, you know, for her to admit I wasn't the greatest mom, but I have great daughters. Like she clearly loves them.
Yeah.
And she's like, all I'm asking is that you don't hate me. It was like, oh,
I know,
God.
right?
Yeah, I was like, damn, Toph is Toph. And I think that's one of the reasons why she and Lynn butt heads so much is Toph knows what it feels like to have not great parents. She didn't have a great role model when it came to parenting. All she can do is sort of be herself and be strong and independent, and that can be kind of tough when your kid just wants love.
Yeah, I mean, they're both strong and independent for Toph and like Lynn. And so at first I'm like I thought the same thing. I'm like, okay, they're maybe just too similar and that's what's going on. But like Toph also is very sort of like go with the flow, like doesn't hold grudges and it's like kind of like, you know, whatever. Like is like I said, just kind of a little bit more of a free spirit than Lynn, who's like a lot more like just like Toph's rigid in like the fact that she won't change who she is. Lynn is a little bit more rigid as far as, I don't know, rules are rules. And that's not exactly what I have in my mind, what I want to say, but I can't like just put it into words right now. So if you got anything else.
I think one of the things is like, I think the reason that Lynn seems so much like Toph to me is because they both have a hardness about them. Like I feel like their strength was also forged in a hardness, which my guess is comes from the parenting or lack thereof that they each experience. I think they kind of absorb that in the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Sue seems a bit immune from it. There's like a softness about her, and she is a lot more family oriented than either of her sister or her mom. And I think Toph, and maybe this is sort of touching on what you were saying, I think Toph is rigid in her authenticity.
Yeah, that's a good way to say it.
But I think Lynn is rigid in her expectations, not just of herself, but of others. Like, there is a way the world should work. There is a way that people should behave. There is a code of conduct that should be adopted, and you don't stray from that. Like, there is a way that parents should be and should love their children. And I don't think she necessarily has a great deal of understanding or patience when people stray outside of what she perceives to be the code.
Okay, at least you were getting at what I was trying to say, and you said it obviously a lot better than I could, because I just couldn't say it. I couldn't get it out. So that's exactly right. And then the reason I went to like maybe she was like her dad is because there's a couple of reasons why people maybe don't get along. Is like, one, they're too similar. And then the other way is like if Lynn was like her dad and it didn't work out between Toph and her dad, like because of some of those traits that Lynn has from her dad, I was like, that could be another reason why they aren't able to like patch things up as well as Sue and Toph were.
Yeah. I mean, that's very well could be.
So yeah. Also, like, I don't think we're gonna get anything on the dad at all. Because like, we got like 3 episodes left, and it's just kind of like no reason right now to go into it. But especially since like I think that's probably the last we're gonna see of Toph. She kind of just said that it's the young people's turn to fight the war. Even as much as I wanted to see Toph just spank Kuvira, she is older, and in her prime, Toph could take Kuvira no problem.
I think she kind of spanked Kuvira a little bit, at least in the like coming in, saving her family with what felt like a very quick and easy show of her immense power. And then to say to her, you give metal bending a bad name. Like, I mean, she's freaking Toph. She is a legend. And that legend has just said you suck. Not because you aren't good at what you do, but because you suck as a human being. I think Kuvira's ego is so immense that I don't think that will land as hard as it should.
Yeah.
But I do think it landed.
It did. It hit a little bit, struck a little bit of a nerve. But then she's just so like you said, she drank her own Kool-Aid, and she just has such a self-inflated ego that she'll just brush her aside and be like, crazy old woman.
Yeah. Like the fact that Toph doesn't like her means there's something wrong with Toph. It could never be that there's something wrong with her.
Toph's not the person that she was back in, in the day. So this is, so. She'll tell herself plenty of things. Wondering why Kuvira's going for Republic City first. Well, I guess she thinks it's like the weakest because it doesn't have like, doesn't really have benders in there. So, probably the best one to take, and maybe like the heart of it all.
It also strikes me as like such a symbolic destination. Like, this is a dark example, but like there's a reason that New York is often floated as like a prime target for terrorists. It's because New York is so symbolic of the US versus DC, where it's like, yeah, that's where like a lot of stuff happens, but there's something about New York and the Statue of Liberty and the biggest Mecca city, center of it all and I kind of think Republic City feels that way. Like you have the Prince of the Earth Kingdom who's hanging out in there, like the Avatar spends time there. Like it feels very like the it city to be in.
Yeah.
I gotta say, Bolin, oh buddy, I understand being starstruck.
Yeah.
I understand being nervous to meet the family of your girlfriend. But dear God. And not just for like the nonstop nervous talking, which was fun and adorable for us, but like not the best for him in that situation. But to just come out and be like, so who's Lynn's dad?
Yeah, I know.
Like Lynn didn't even ask. Like that's such a sensitive subject, clearly. And part of me is kind of like, I wonder what Bolin was thinking in that moment. And then I just had to recognize he probably wasn't.
No, he's just trying to make conversation and everything like that. And he's curious, and he's just, he's got a little bit of Goku in him.
Yeah.
He's naive, and we love him for it.
He's very naive.
Yeah.
Which is how he fell into the clutches of Kuvira in the first place.
Yeah. And he's also believes the best in people and loyal, and, risked his life to save Zhu Li. So.
Yeah, that was a fantastic moment for him, especially because he's an incredible earthbender. But like when you are in the company of Lin and Sue and Toph, you can't claim the best or maybe even the first or second place, you know? And yet he's like, I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back alone because it's the right thing to do, even if it is a suicide mission. So like, yeah, he saved Opal's family, But that was the moment where it really defined who he is as a person and what his character truly is. And it is not the person who helps an authoritarian. It is the person who goes and saves an innocent.
Agreed. Let us know what you thought about this down below in the comments. And if you want early access, you can get it right here on YouTube. Hit the little join button down below. You get a month ahead on pretty much most of our reactions here on the channel. And you can get our full watch along reaction and early ad-free access on Patreon. Links in the description of the video. Thanks so much for watching The Legend of Korra with us, but just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.